Hello everyone, welcome to day 48 of 7:30. Today we're reading the rest of chapter 9 of Exodus and also the first 20 verses of chapter 10. From the New Living Translation it reads, Then the Lord said to Moses, Get up early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh. Tell him, this is what the Lord, the God of the Hebrews says. Let my people go so they can worship me. If they don't, I will send more plagues on you and your officials and your people. Then you will know that there is no one like me in all the earth. 15. But by now I could have lifted my hand and struck you and your people with a plague and wiped you off the face of the earth. 16. But I have spared you for a purpose, to show my power, to show you my power, and to spread my fame throughout the earth. 17. But you still lorded over my people and refused to let them go. So tomorrow at this time I will send a hailstorm more devastating than any in all the history of Egypt. Quick, order your livestock and servants to come in from the fields and find shelter. Any animal left out will die when the hail falls. 20. Some of Pharaoh's officials were afraid because of what the Lord had said. They quickly brought in their servants and livestock from the fields. 21. But those who paid no attention to the word of the Lord left theirs out in the open. 22. Then the Lord said to Moses, Lift up your hand to the sky so hail may fall on the people, the livestock, and all the plants throughout the land of Egypt. 23. So Moses lifted his hand toward the sky, and the Lord sent thunder and hail, and lightning flashed towards the earth. The Lord sent a tremendous hailstorm against all the land of Egypt. 24. Never in all the history of Egypt had there been a storm like that, with such devastating hail and continuous lightning. 25. It left all of Egypt in ruins. And the hail struck down everything in the open field, people, animals, and plants alike. Even the trees were destroyed. 26. The only place where the hail was not was the only place without hail was the region of Goshen, where the people of Israel lived. 27. Then Pharaoh quickly summoned Moses and Aaron. This time I have sinned, he confessed. The Lord is the righteous one, and my people and I are wrong. 28. Please beg the Lord to end this terrifying thunder and hail. We have had enough. I will let you go, and you don't need to stay any longer. 29. All right, Moses replied. As soon as I leave the city, I will lift my hands and pray to the Lord. Then the thunder and hail will stop, and you will know that the earth belongs to the Lord. 30. But I know that you and your officials still do not fear the Lord. 31. All the flax and the barley were ruined by the hail because the barley had formed heads and the flax was budding. 32. But the wheat and the emmer wheat were spared because they had not yet sprouted from the ground. 33. So Moses left Pharaoh's court and went out of the city. When he lifted his hands to the Lord, the thunder and the hail stopped, and the downpour ceased. 34. But when Pharaoh saw that the rain, the hail, the thunder had stopped, he and his officials sinned again. Then Pharaoh again became stubborn. 35. Because his heart was hard, Pharaoh refused to let the people live, just as the Lord had predicted through Moses. Then, chapter 10. Then the Lord said to Moses, Return to Pharaoh and make your demands again. I have made him and his officials stubborn, so I can display my miraculous signs among them. 2. I have also done it, so you can tell your children and grandchildren about how I made a mockery of the Egyptians and about the signs I displayed among them. And so you will know that I am the Lord. 3. So Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and said, This is what the Lord, the God of the Hebrews, says. How long will you refuse to submit to me? Let my people go so they can worship me. For if you refuse, watch out. For tomorrow I will bring a swarm of locusts on the country. They will cover the land so that you won't be able to see the ground. They will devour what little is left of your crops after the hailstorm, including all the trees growing in the fields. 6. They will overrun the palaces and the homes of your officials and all the houses in Egypt. Never in the history of Egypt have your ancestors seen a plague like this one. And with that, Moses turned and left Pharaoh. 7. Pharaoh's officials now came to Pharaoh to appeal to him. How long will you let this man hold us hostage? Let the men go worship their Lord and their Lord God. Don't you realize that Egypt lies in ruins? 8. So Moses and Aaron were brought back to Pharaoh. All right, he told them, go and worship the Lord your God. But who exactly will be going with you? 9. Moses replied, We will all go, young and old, our sons and daughters, and our flocks and herds. We must all join together in celebrating a festival to the Lord. And Pharaoh retorted, The Lord will certainly need to be with you if I let you take your little ones. I can see through your evil plan. 11. Never. Only the men may go and worship the Lord, since that is what you requested. And Pharaoh threw them out of the palace. 12. Then the Lord said to Moses, raise your hand over the land of Egypt and bring the locusts. Let them cover the land and devour every plant that survived the hailstorm. 13. So Moses raised his staff over Egypt, and the Lord caused the east wind to blow over the land all that day and through the night. When morning arrived, the east wind had brought the locusts. 14. The locusts swamped over the whole land of Egypt, settling in dense swamps from one end of the country to the other. It was the worst locust plague in Egypt's history, and there has never been another like it. And 15, for the locusts covered the whole country and darkened the land. They devoured every plant in the fields and all the fruit on the trees and that had survived the hailstorm. Not a single leaf was left on the trees and plants throughout the land of Egypt. 16, Pharaoh quickly summoned Moses and Aaron. I have sinned again to the Lord your God, and against you, he confessed. Forgive my sin, just this once. I plead with the Lord your God, and take away this death from me. 18. So Moses left Pharaoh's court and pleaded with the Lord. 19. The Lord responded by shifting the wind, and the strong west wind blew the locusts into the Red Sea. Not a single locust remained in all the land of Egypt. 20. But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart again, so he refused to let the people go. And until tomorrow, stay blessed.